Today I'm going to show you how to create smoke. Now I've already got a document open here. It's an 8 by 10, but it's got a white background. You can't see smoke very well on a white background, so I'm going to do Control I to change my background to black. So there we go. Now I need to create a brand new layer with nothing in it, and this is the layer I want to draw my smoke on. I can't draw black on black, so I need to switch it to white. And you can use normal, but I'm going to use dissolve. And I want to bring my opacity back just a little bit, and I'm just going to use a sporadic pattern. Doesn't really matter. It's never going to be the same twice, so that's okay. Now I'm going to run a set of filters, and the order of the filters really doesn't matter. I'm going to go filter, and I'm going to do motion blur. I'm going to run it up a little bit. Now I'm going to do that several times, but to repeat it, Control F is right here. So Control F, and I just keep getting that little bit of blur there. Now I'm going to do a filter, distort, and a little bit of twirl in there. That's to give it just a little bit of motion there. Now I want to give it just a little bit more blur with some Gaussian blur. Filters, blur, Gaussian blur. That's giving it a little softer edge. Now, by simply doing Control J, and I can actually take these layers now, hit my V key and move them around a little bit. Change some opacity a little bit. Control J. Move that one around a little bit. Now I can start doing a T, and I can transform it, make it longer. I can flip it horizontal if I like. You can put some warp in there to add a little bit extra little motions and shapes. You just have to keep playing with this because you never know what you're going to get. Like I said, the same thing will never be the same twice. So I just like to warp it and play with it to see what I'm going to get here. Now that's a decent start for some smoke. I'm going to take all these layers and put them into a layer. I highlight them, clicking on the outlet here, and I'm going to group into a new group called smoke. I can't spell very well here. S-M-O-K-E, smoke. Now they're in their own set, but I'm going to have a little bit more fun here. I'm going to create another brand new layer. I'm going to turn off my smoke layer for just a second. I'm going to draw something else. If you use your imagination, you can play a little bit and be surprised what you might get sometimes. And I'm just kind of drawing out something here. You never know what it's going to look like from time to time. Now I'm going to run that same little set of filters again, and some motion blur, and filter, blur, some Gaussian blur, soften it up a little bit more motion blur. Now I'm going to do a Control J, Control T, grab one side of it and pull it over, and pull it back together. And see what we may get here. Like these two together. Hit my V key for move them in the middle, turn my smoke back on, and lower the opacity of that layer just a little bit. And you may be surprised what you get. Thank you very much. Enjoy.